What's up everyone, Craig here from Soundiron, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how easy it is to program guitars using our latest update for Axe Machina. So this library is a metal powerhouse. It's great for extreme styles or metal, or even if you're going into a little bit more of the rock. So it's pretty versatile as far as what you can do with it. So this is a demo that I did. It's a very death metal style demo. And I want to show you a little bit of just how this sounds so you can get an idea of the kind of style that we're working on. So it's got that old school driving kind of 90s death metal style sound. So what I want to do is show you guys just how easy it is. So if you are not a guitar player, or if you're not really used to programming a lot of guitar, you're not really familiar with writing. So this is really easy. So what I did is I have this programmed on bass, and I'm using our Bass Machina library. So this is the perfect partner for the Axe Machina library. So if you want to check out just the bass, let's listen to this. So since we have that MIDI already there, all we have to do is pretty much just take that MIDI and we can just copy it onto the guitar track. So right now Axe Machina is set up into dual mode, and if you wanted to have it set up to where it's guitars left and guitars right, if you're doing guitar harmonies or anything like that, you can just go here and you can set one to guitar 1 and one to guitar 2, so you'll never have to worry about any kind of phasing or anything like that. So, but dual mode for this case I think will work fine. So let's just go ahead and check this out. I do have a little bit of a tone set up for this, so we are using the Neural DSP Fortin Cali, really cool amp. It's got some other effects on here, but we're not going to really get into that too much. If you guys want to see a video of dialing in some guitar tones, let me know in the comments and we can make that happen. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to mute the original guitars, because what you heard in the early little preview was real guitars. So now let's check this out. Now let's play around with the levels. So I'm going to compare that to the original and just make sure I get the balance right. So that sounds fine for now. So this is pretty much just kind of being able to audition if you're doing a demo or anything like that and you want to be able to just hear some guitars in the context of programmed drums and bass. It's really great for just being able to get your ideas out. So first thing we want to do is, because the bass was programmed to be very specific. So if we listen to the guitars, so that's all trem picked. So originally with the bass, it's just doing more like half time. So first thing we got to do is let's open this up. I'm going to bring this down here. And first thing we want to do is, right now it's set to 16th notes, but let's go ahead and bump that up to 32nd notes. So, and then we can solo our guitars. So let's select all of these. Let's get this one in here too. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to cut these in half. And then, let's see, let's make sure, yep, that's good. And then the next thing that we can do is just drag these over. This is like a quick little trick if you want to just take anything that's, you know, maybe 16th notes and just make them 32nd notes, really easy. So we just take these, drag these over. Cool, so we got that, and now let's go ahead and do some other stuff. So one of the things you want to do when you're programming guitars is you want to be able to play around with the velocities. So I recorded these the highest velocity really hard. I picked really hard because I really wanted to be able to, if you're programming anything and you want a note to just really have that attack and that loud, aggressive sound, you have that. So always play around with the dynamics of the velocities. So right now it sounds a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too twangy. So what we can do is just kind of play around and bring this down. All right, so let's listen to that in context. Make sure our real rhythm guitars are not on. When you have this loaded up, you'll see that right now it's on the fretboard view, but if you click this right here, you'll see that you have all these articulations to play with. And one of the things I did was I created a expression map specifically for Cubase. So let me find that. It's in the articulations and dynamics. So let's go ahead and load up our expression map. Now here we go. So right now I'm gonna just start drawing these in. So now we have our pick, sustain, alternate. Which is perfect because all this part is, it's just alternating. It's just, you know, quick trem picking. So if we move up to here, you'll see where we're gonna start really needing to program some different dynamics. Or not dynamics, articulations. So right here, we're just hearing single notes. But if we were to listen to the original, got some power chords and some palm muted power chords. And it's great because Axe Machina has all those articulations ready for you. So I don't like the sound of playing pick sustains, but playing like a power chord. It's close, but it doesn't have that sound of a real power chord. So what we're gonna do, let's head back over here to the piano roll. And what we're gonna start doing is programming in some of these. So let's see, we have our chord sustained down. So now let's check this out. So we gotta start programming in those power chord palm mutes, which is also included in this library. So these are pretty much the kind of bread and butter articulations I think that you need when it comes to programming metal or extreme metal or anything like that, because it just sounds so much different when you hear versus when you're doing this. It's just a night and day difference. It really makes a big deal to me, I think. All right, so these little dun 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 dun, we need to get our power chord palm mute, which is right here. All right, so then we got to go back up here. So the cool thing about having these expression maps is it really allows you to be able to just quickly draw in the different articulations, because I don't really like programming in articulations using the MIDI on the piano roll. It's not as clean. This allows it to where it's just really easy to see, especially right here, because you're just like, oh, okay, I need to do a palm muted power chord or a, you know, picked individual note, or, you know, like a palm muted single note, that sort of thing. All right, so now we're at this next part, and if you listen to the original part of this, so let's go ahead and we'll unmute this and mute Axe Machina just to see where we're at. So since the bass is going on the whole time, and I took the MIDI from the bass on here, we're gonna have to delete some stuff. So it's really quick to be able to just take stuff away or add stuff or manipulate the MIDI, especially if you're a drummer, you don't really program a lot. And even if you were doing this dragging in MIDI from Guitar Pro, because that's something that you can do too. If you're just, programming a lot in Guitar Pro, you export that MIDI, bring it into your session, and then you can manipulate it in your DAW. It makes it really easy. And I've been doing this kind of stuff for years, and it's really it's just a quick way to be able to work if you're not really used to doing this kind of thing, or, playing guitar, that kind of thing. So let's open this up. Let's mute this, unmute this. All right, so this part is single or power chord sustain. All right, so we just got to get rid of these. So I'm not going to go through this whole song and show you how you can, this will definitely be something that you'll want to do on your own. But the main things that you want to take away from this video is that if you have MIDI from other sources, especially if someone programmed drums and bass and you just want to take the bass track of the MIDI, bring it onto the guitars and easily just program the different articulations that are required to get that sound using just one track. It's just dual mode. So everything that you're hearing so far, it's just one track of Axe Machina. So it's really easy to be able to just take any MIDI that you have, especially if it's programmed bass, like what I'm doing here, and just flesh out an entire guitar track with 2 guitars, super easy. So if you want to learn more about Axe Machina that you're hearing in this video, you can head over to Soundiron.com. If you want to learn more about Bass Machina, you can head over to Soundiron.com as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give us a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see you in the next one. See ya.